Long ago, in a small village hidden deep in the heart of Africa, there lived a brave and curious young man named Yakubo. Known for his courage, Yakubo often ventured into places where others dared not tread. One day, during a village gathering, the elders told a story about the haunted graveyard on the outskirts of the village. The graveyard, they said, was a forbidden place where restless spirits roamed. It was whispered that anyone who dared to spend a night there would either lose their mind or never return. The villagers believed the spirits were angry because the living had forgotten to honor them. Yakubo, eager to prove his bravery and test the truth of the elders' tale, stood up and declared, "I will spend a night in the graveyard and show everyone that the spirits mean no harm." The villagers gasped. Some tried to discourage him, but he was determined. The elders, seeing his determination, warned him, "If you are to survive, you must keep your heart pure, your mind strong, and remember to respect the spirits." That evening, armed with nothing but a mat, a small light, and his courage, Yakubo entered the graveyard. The air was thick and cold, and the silence was broken only by the distant hoot of an owl. As the moon rose high in the sky, casting scary shadows, Yakubo laid down on his mat and whispered a silent prayer. Hours passed, and at midnight, the graveyard came alive. The ground trembled slightly, and faint whispers floated through the air. Yakubo sat up, his heart pounding, as a figure emerged from the shadows. It was an old man with a staff, his eyes glowing like embers. "Why have you come here, young one?" the figure asked, his voice deep and resonant. Yakubo, though afraid, kept his composure. "I come not to disturb but to understand. I wish to honor the spirits and learn their stories." The old man studied Yakubo for a moment before nodding. "You have courage, but do you have wisdom? Let us see." The old man raised his staff, and suddenly Yakubo found himself in the middle of a great feast. Spirits, dressed in traditional attire, danced and sang around him. One of them approached him with a golden calabash filled with a strange liquid. "Drink this," the spirit said. "It will reveal your true nature." Yakubo hesitated but remembered the elder's advice. He took a sip, and instantly, memories of his life flashed before him. He saw moments of kindness he had shown and times he had been selfish. The spirits around him murmured in approval when they saw his honesty. Next, the spirits led him to a tree with glowing fruits. "Pick the fruit that will guide you home," they said. Yakubo examined the fruits carefully. Some were dazzling, while others seemed ordinary. Trusting his instincts, he chose a modest little fruit. When he bit into it, he felt warmth and strength course through him. The old man reappeared and smiled. "You have shown respect, courage, and wisdom. You may leave, but remember this: honor the spirits, and they will guide your people." Just as Yakubo prepared to leave, the old man pointed to a nearby grand tomb. "There is one final task," he said. "Inside lies a treasure that your people have forgotten. Retrieve it, but beware, it will test your heart." Yakubo approached the tomb, its massive stone doors creaking as he pushed them open. Inside, a golden container rested on a stand. Carvings on the walls told stories of the village's ancestors, heroes, healers, and wise elders. As Yakubo reached for the container, a ghostly figure appeared, blocking his path. "This treasure belongs to the spirits," it said. "Why do you seek it?" Yakubo replied, "I do not seek it for myself, but for my people, to remind them of their heritage, and to honor the ancestors who came before us." The figure's stern expression softened. "Your intentions are pure. Take the container and let it guide your people back to their roots." Yakubo carefully lifted the container, feeling its weight, not just physical but symbolic of his responsibility to his village. As Yakubo emerged from the grand tomb, The spirits gathered around him in a circle. They began to dance, their movements fluid and mesmerizing. The old man joined them, his staff glowing brighter with every step. Yakubo watched in awe as the spirits spoke together, their voices forming a hauntingly beautiful melody. The old man turned to Yakubo and said, "Join us, dance with the spirits, and you will forever carry their blessings." Hesitant but determined, Yakubo stepped into the circle. As he danced, he felt a connection to the spirits, an unbreakable bond that transcended time. They whispered words of encouragement and gratitude, assuring him that he had earned their trust. When the dance ended, the spirits faded one by one, leaving Yakubo standing alone under the starlit sky. As dawn broke, Yakubo emerged from the graveyard, tired but alive. The villagers, who had been waiting anxiously, cheered and embraced him. Yakubo shared his experience and the spirit's message, urging the villagers to honor their ancestors with regular ceremonies and acts of kindness. He presented the golden container to the elders, explaining its significance. The villagers held a grand ceremony to commemorate their ancestors, offering prayers, music, and dance. The graveyard, once feared, became a sacred place of reverence and connection. Months later, a farmer approached Yakubo, seeking guidance. His crops had failed, and he feared his family would starve. Remembering the spirit's teachings, Yakubo led the farmer to the graveyard and offered prayers at the grand tomb. That night, the farmer dreamed of his ancestors, showing him a hidden spring on his land. The next day, he followed their guidance and discovered the spring, which saved his crops and brought prosperity to his family. This event strengthened the villagers' faith in the spirits and in Yakubo's leadership. Years later, on the anniversary of Yakubo's night in the graveyard, the old man appeared in a vision. "You have honored the spirits well," he said. "Your courage has united the living and the dead. Continue to lead with wisdom, and your village will prosper for generations." The vision ended, but Yakubo felt the old man's presence in his heart. He knew his journey was far from over, but he also knew he was not alone. Lessons learned. Courage opens doors. Yakubo's bravery allowed him to confront the unknown and build a stronger connection with the spirits. Respect for ancestors. Honoring those who came before us brings blessings and wisdom. Wisdom overcomes challenges. Yakubo's ability to choose wisely and act selflessly earned the spirit's trust. Community strength. By sharing the spirit's teachings, Yakubo united his village and brought prosperity to all. Connection between worlds. The living and the spirits are intertwined, and mutual respect leads to harmony. Yakubo's story became a legend, a timeless tale of courage, wisdom, and the power of honoring the past. The village, once afraid of the graveyard, thrived as a beacon of unity and reverence for the unseen world. Kindly subscribe to our channel.